Then we're going to move on to the bias plus reports. Now, with the bias plus reports, we take those rankings, specifically the net points and the turnover differential, we put them in a super secret formula, and then we come out with the rankings for these matchups. The idea here is the team with the greater net points is generally going to be what we call favored, nothing guaranteed. And then the difference between the two teams in terms of net points and turnover differential, which we convert to points, is what you're going to see in the bias plus report. So let's start out with Thursday night game featuring my beloved 49ers hosting those scary LA Rams. And Benny, the bias plus score, you normally get 3 for a home game. It's only 1, and it favors, but it does favor my Niners. Now, the kick is this. Remember I said to you that the average net points for the Niners is 0.
Right.
The average net points for the Rams was minus 2.6. So the Rams made up for the difference because their average turnover differential was plus 0.2 versus Niners, which was minus 0.2. And when you put that all together, the Niners are able to slimly become favorite here. But, what can I tell you? The Niners and the Rams in a division game, and the Rams just finished. Who was that? The Bills?
Yep.
Oh my God. Tell me about it.
Well, I'm going to tell you about it. So you're going to hear a lot of talk about there's really 3 seriously, hotly contested divisions. One of them is your beloved 49ers, along with the Rams, in the NFC, as I like to call it, the NFC Wild, Wild West. So the Rams needed a win to kind of try to separate themselves from the Cardinals and the Niners, and also to keep pace with the Seahawks and keep alive their hopes of winning the NFC West. The division crown is still up for grabs. They had a really tough task hosting the Buffalo Bills, who are the number 2 seed in the AFC right now. Now, not having a dominant defense, the Rams had to lean on their obvious strength, which is Sean McVay's play calling and Matt Stafford's mastery of his offense with its 3 really big stars. So you got a rushing TD by Kyron Williams, a scoop and score of a block punt, a field goal, and a speed sweep by Puka Nacua for his first career rushing touchdown, by the way. That gave the Rams a 24-14 lead that they took into the locker room at halftime. A second Kyron Williams touchdown increased the lead to 31-14. And after Buffalo was able to score their first touchdown in the second half, Stafford found Cooper Kupp to give the Rams another 17-point lead at 38-21. So they kept out in front of Buffalo, hard as Buffalo tried to keep up. Now, Buffalo did make a furious comeback attempt in the fourth quarter. They scored 21 points, but an 11-play, 71-yard drive that ended with a 19-yard pass from Stafford to Puka Nacua again was enough to hold the Bills off. And LA never trailed in this game, by the way, and they ultimately won it 44-42. This was a barn burner, okay? But like I said, the Rams stayed out in front. Hard as the Bills tried to keep up, they couldn't ever quite catch up. So that was a really big game and a really big win for the Rams. So now the Niners, just like the Rams in the same division, are trying to keep hope alive in the tightly contested NFC West also. They had already taken 3 bad losses to the Seahawks, the Packers, and the Bills, and people were starting to throw dirt on Brock Purdy. I like Brock Purdy. I took that personal. I ain't like that. But guess what? The can't quite get it right Chicago Bears were just what the doctor ordered. Niners stepped on the gas from the start, gained 319 total yards in the first half alone. They ran out to a 24-0 lead. Purdy was sharp. He threw for 325 on 20 of 25 passing. Can't get much better than that. 2 touchdowns. And oh yeah, the running back situation. Wow. So McCaffrey's out on IR. Jordan Mason's out on IR. So they brought in the third string guy, Isaac Guerrero. He led the rushing attack with 78 of their total 138 yards on the ground, and he had 2 of their 3 rushing touchdowns. Oh yeah, and the defense was outstanding, outstanding. 7 sacks, 7 quarterback hits, and 7 tackles for loss. Unfortunately, Guerrero got injured, and he may be out for the season also. I'm not sure about that. So I have to check on that later. But if that's the case, I think the next guy up is Patrick Taylor or something like that. So we'll see what he's got to
You know, it
offer.
was funny, Benny. I'm playing on Madden, and this new running back pops up out of nowhere. He had a long name, started with an M, Macchiendo or something like that. It sounded actually African, but he's fast as heck.
Oh no, I know who you talk about.
You
It
do?
starts with an A.
Okay, okay,
A Kinbo Kato or something like that.
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
we'll look him up later. Yeah, I don't know. So it's a toss up as to which one of them is going to be the first guy up. One was on the practice squad, and the guy you're talking about, they just brought him over from the Jets.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And Guerrero isn't completely out yet, right?
I don't think so. I think
I
he's
think he
just
got an
got a,
ankle. They're talking about, day-to-day type thing now.
yeah, probably.
Fast guy, man. He actually on the game, he was the fastest on the team until they brought this new guy in. He might have by a step, but they got some speed. Yeah, it was an interesting game. It was an interesting game. You mentioned the Niners' first half yardage stats. At the end of that first half, did you mention what the Bears had?
4 total yards, but I'll get to that when I talk about the Bears.
Go, do it.
4 total yards and 1 first down. It was pathetic.
Crazy, crazy. All right, Rams at Niners.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to pick a winner. This is a toughie. Division. Everybody's fighting for that lead. Seahawks do have one game lead on everybody, also, by the way. But I believe, just judging by the resurgence of the 49ers defense, I'm going to go with them. The fact that they're home and the defense has showed some signs of life, I'm going to go with the 49ers.
The buyers going with the Niners. That was
Yeah, but this is a very scary game.
what a way to kick the week off, right?